Hello, we're going to take a look at some phrasal verbs, words. We're going to start with some phrasal verbs with the preposition in and out. In and out can be turned into and out of, respectively, when we have the object afterwards. So we say, she climbed out of the pool, or I'm moving into my new flat. Okay, I'm reading this part here. So let's go quickly over some more sophisticated words. So many of these words, they have metaphorical meaning, so we have to learn them. You cannot really guess what they mean, only by the preposition. So one of those is drop in. So drop in is to visit someone without a call. Join in is to participate in activity. A plug in is to introduce the plug into the socket, as you can see in the picture. Fill in, fill out, we use it with form and questionnaires. So you're filling the form, or you fill the form in, you can say both. And take in, when you talk about someone, it means to fool someone, to deceive, to lie to someone, to make someone believe something that is not true. Okay? More verbs, now with the preposition out. We have eat out, which means to eat in a restaurant, some place like that. Drop out of place, it means to abandon. Usually a course, a school, university, or even a race. So you drop out of a course, for example, you drop out of school. Get out, you can use it with cars and rooms. So you can say get out of a car. But it has a second meaning, which is more metaphorical meaning, which means to avoid doing something or to escape from an obligation. For example, you can get out of going to a meeting, or you can get out of doing the washing up or doing the dishes, or you can get out of doing your homework. Yeah, so it means to escape or to avoid an obligation. Yeah. You can leave something out, means you omit it, you don't include it. Okay. And cross out basically means to put a cross on a mistake or to, yeah, so you cross it out. Okay, let's do one exercise. So we're going to do exercise number 3 here. So Lisa walked to the edge of the pool, dived in, so jump into the water, and swam to the other end. Sentence number 2. Not all the runners finished the race. 3 of them dropped out, abandoned. Okay. I went to see Joe and Sophie in their new house. They moved in, so they moved in last week. Number 4. I told you everything you need to know. I don't think I've left out anything. So that means to exclude, okay, not to include. Yeah. So number 5. Some people in the crowd started singing. Then a few more people joined in, participated, and soon everybody was singing. Don't be taken in by him. If I were you, I would believe anything he says. So that means don't be fooled. Don't let him lie to you. Okay, don't let him believe something that is not true. Okay, so don't be taken in. We use the past participle because this is the passive. So with the passive, let me type it here, passive, we use verb to be in any form, present, past, whatever you like, plus past participle. And of course, since this is a phrasal verb, we need the preposition as well, participle, so past participle. So don't be taken in. Number 7, I dropped in. So I dropped in to see Laura a few days ago. She was fine. So dropped in means I went to Laura's without calling her before. Okay. Good job. So let's go to the next chapter. So we're going to take a look at out now. So out, beside the meaning of exiting a place, it also means to make something not shine or burn. So we use it a lot with lights or fire or cigarette and so on. Yeah. So for example, the light went out, to put out a fire, to put out a cigarette, to put out a light, which means exactly the same as turn off the light. You could also say turn out a light, okay? Or you could also blow out a candle at your birthday party, yeah? For example. So you blow out, yeah? So out means extinguish when we using fires in general. Okay, we're gonna talk later about workout, which is a little bit difficult. So let's talk about, okay, let's just start at the bottom, here at the bottom. So try out means to test. So you try out a vaccine, for example. So scientists are trying out the new coronavirus vaccine, for example, on people. Yeah. Sort out, I skip this one for the time being. So sort out means to find a solution. So you sort out a problem. We usually say sort out a problem. Sort out also means to tidy up. Okay, tidy up. So you can sort out your room, for example. You tidy up your room. Okay. Turn out. So turn out means Indian, basically. Okay, Indian. So turn out equal Indian. So for example, let me think of an example. So I was going to go to the beach, but no, wait a moment. That's a bad example. Okay, for example, I thought she was going to the party, but it turned out that she didn't. There you are. So it turned out she didn't. Or I thought she was American, but she turned out to be German. Yeah? So turn out, we usually say turn out to be or turn out that, okay? Or turn out good or turn out an adjective, yeah? So you can turn out to talk about the day. So it turned out nice, yeah? When we talk about the weather. Okay, next one. We have point out. So point is to use your finger, as you know. So you point, you're pointing at someone with your finger. Now, point out is a little bit different. Point out is to make someone notice something. Okay, it's to draw attention to something. So you can point out the difference, for example. That's a very common collocation. Also, you can say run out. So you run out of something. So you run out of money, you run out of time, you run out of petrol, anything you can use. So run out is another way of saying use up. So you can use up your milk, yeah, for example. You can give or hand out. So it means to share, yeah. So you hand out leaflet, for example. So when you go to the main street of a city, you can see some people handing out leaflets or, things like that, for example, for companies or whatnot, yeah? Or for example, before sitting an exam, the teacher hands out exams to the students, yeah? Okay. Now, find out, it just means to know about something or to get to know something. So you can find out the truth, okay? You can find out the truth about a crime, for example. Yeah. We also have carry out. So carry out means to do something until the end. So you can carry out a plan, you can carry out an investigation, you can carry out order, okay? It's very important to remember some of these collocation. When I say collocation, basically what I mean is words that go together. They usually are together, okay? So it's very important to remember a chunk of words rather than single words, okay? Now, let's talk about workout. So workout has a lot of different meanings. So the first thing an English speaker think of when you say workout is this. It's going to the gym, sweating, doing exercises, physical exercises. So this is working out. And remember, it's very important to warm up before working out. So first warm up, then work out. Sorry. What was that? Yes. Another meaning of workout. So workout means something has a good end. So for example, you can say the plan worked out perfectly. So in the end, the plan was perfect. That's the idea of working out. When you talk about plans or also with relationships, so you can say, my thing with my ex didn't work out, for example, yeah? Workout also, we use it with money or with numbers in general. So you can say, doing, for example, cooking at home works out cheaper than eating out, for example, yeah? Or, I don't know. So basically we use this one to talk about money number, okay? It also means to understand the situation or problem. So with this meaning, you have two options. You can say either figure out or work out. Also with people, you can work someone out or you can figure someone out. It means to understand a person. So for example, I can't work out why such a person is doing such a thing, yeah? Or I can't work out why there are so many problems around the world. I don't know. So basically means to understand situation, problem. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do an exercise now. So let's try the difficult one here. So the number one says the company is trying out a new computer system at the moment. So trying out means testing. Number two. Sentence number two. Steve is very fit. So fit means muscular. Yeah. He does a lot of sport. Works out regularly. So works without. We need the S because this is present simple. So with present simple, when we talk about he, she, it, we need to add either S or ES. So we say I work, she works, but we say I teach, she teaches. So we use this when we talk in general, like in general, this person does this thing. Yeah. Okay, dokie. Number three, the road will be closed for 2 days while building work is. So you could say this is the passive, as you can see. So you can use both passive present simple or passive present continuous. So basically, you could say this, but if you mean right now, you could also say this. So we need the present, so the verb to be in the present or in the present continuous plus past participle, yeah? So you can say the work is carried out. In this example, because of while, personally, I will say is being carried out. It sounds better because this let me show you. So this while is more of a present continuous thing, like it's happening now, right now. So sounds better being carried out, but you could also say work is carried out, like in general. Yeah. Number 5. So you have to sort out the problem. So solve out the problem means resolve the problem. I can't do it for you. Number 6, I need to find out, so discover what happened exactly. It's not clear at the moment. Number 7, the new drug will be tested or tried out. So this is the passive again. So you can see the verb to be, past participle. On a small group of patients. 8, I thought the 2 books were the same until someone pointed out the difference. So you can point out the difference. This is a very common collocation. 9, they got married a few years ago, but it didn't work out. So it didn't have a good end. Okay. Number 10, there was a power cut and all the lights went out. And 11, we thought she was American first, but she turned out to be Swedish. Sometimes it works out cheaper. So we talk about money here. So it's in the end it's cheaper, basically. That's what it means here. So it works out cheaper to eat in a restaurant than to cook at home. Okay, let's go to number 13. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Yeah. So how did you find out about the project? So discover about this project. How do you learn about the project? Yeah. It took firefighters 2 hours to put out the fire. So put out the fire means extinguish the fire. Number 15. I can't work out, also possible, figure out how the water is getting into the house. So here, work out means understand the situation. You can also say figure out when you mean this, okay? Now, we're gonna talk about collocation with, wait a moment, I'm gonna delete now. So, we're gonna talk about collocation with gaining or achieving, winning, beating, making money, achieving, yeah? Also, taking, carrying, wearing, using, and spending. So we're going to do a little exercise where we're going to work on collocation with these verbs. Just quickly. So I'm going to go straight to the difficult exercise on this chapter. So we're going to do this one. So here we have a text and we have collocation errors. So basically, collocation error is when you use the wrong verb. So this is a problem when you translate from one language into another. Like sometimes you use the wrong verb. So for example, in Spanish you say llevar una compañía, but in English you wouldn't say take a company. You would say run a company. Yeah? And this is just the collocation, the words that go together. So we're going to take a look at this exercise here. So there is basically a mistake in every sentence in this text. So we're going to take a look at this. So let me read the first sentence. So last year I got a new job and started gaining a lot of more money. So here there is a mistake. Can you see it? So the mistake is this. gaining. We don't gain money in English. There are two options you can say with money. So you could say either make money or earn money. So you earn money or you make money. So in this case, you need ing because of a start. Yeah? So making, earning money. So I started making, earning a lot of money. Okay, next one. I realized I could afford to use more money on my holiday. What's the problem here? So afford means like you can do something, like you have enough of something. The problem is use. In English, we don't really say use money. So when you mean buying something, we usually say spend money. So you spend money. Okay, you spend more money. So I realized I could afford, well, I had enough money to spend more money, yeah? So I could afford to spend more money on my holiday than I usually do. So this is like a repetition of spend. I decided to pass a month in Australia. So we don't pass a month. Okay, this is the mistake, as you can see. Let me underline this. So this is wrong. When you talk about time, money, we usually use the verb spend. When you mean consume, yeah? So spend a month in Australia. I knew it would be hot there, so I wouldn't need to carry warm clothes with me. Another mistake here. So you don't really carry clothes. So with clothes, that's two possibilities basically. You can wear a clothes when it's on top of you, yeah, like I'm wearing this blue t-shirt. But here we mean to transport. So when you mean this, you say take. So you take warm clothes, okay? Let me use black. Okay, so take. So I wouldn't need to take warm clothes with me. So warm clothes basically is clothes for winter. Okay, let's move on. In fact, I used a t-shirt and jeans all the time I was there. Another mistake here. Can you see the mistake? Yes, this is the problem. So when we talk about clothing, and you mean it's on your body, we say wear. Here we're talking in the past, so we have to use the past of wear, which is wore. So let me type here. In English, you wear, wore, and worn. Worn is a past participle. So wear, wore, worn. Okay. So in fact, I wore a t-shirt and jeans all the time I was there. I carried a hat all the time too. So here there is another one, as you can see. So we don't carry clothes. So you can carry bags. You carry bags, or you carry suitcases. Yeah, that means you're holding it and you are carrying it literally. Yeah, or you can carry something in your pocket. But when you talk about hats, glasses, jewelry, we say wear. Okay, so let me type it here. So I wore, because this is past, so I wore a hat all the time, of course, to protect me from the sun. It was fantastic there. I passed a week sightseeing in Sydney. Another mistake here. So as you already know, in English you spend time. So in the past, spent with a T. And then stayed the rest of the time traveling around the country. Okay, here. And then spent, because we talk about the rest of the time, yeah? So let me point that out. So spend the rest of the time. We talk about time, we use spend. The last sentence, I even did my lifelong ambition of stroking a koala. Exactly. Achieved. Like this, sorry. Oh, achieved. So yes, with ambition, goals, aim, we say achieve. And stroking, so in British English, let me delete this. For example, a cat. So this is a stroking. It means to pass your hand. Yeah. In American English, they say pet a cat, for example. It's just another word. So you can say stroke a cat or pet a cat. Pet a cat is more American English. In British English, we usually say stroke. So you stroke an animal. You stroke a dog. Or as in Texas, stroke a koala. We're going to do one more exercise and then we're finished. So the Democratic Party lost the election. So we have to use the opposite. So the opposite of lost would be won. Yeah. So remember, the pronunciation of the win in the past is won. The ruling power had lost control of the situation. So the opposite would be has gained control. So you gain control. Our team was defeated in the match. So our team won the match. So you win a match. Number 4. I spent a lot of money last month. The opposite would be I made a lot of money. Yeah? And 5. Our company made a loss last year. So the opposite of making a loss would be making a profit. So profit. So our company made a profit last year. Alright, that's all. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.